In this session, we are going to learn about DAX. DAX stands for Data Analysis Expressions. They are nothing but a library of functions and operators that you can use to create formulas and expressions. It is very similar to the way we will use formula in Excel. For example, if you want to find the total profits that are there, what will you do? You come to the end of this, right? And then use sum, right? Sum is a formula. You click this and then you will select all the data points that are there, right? And you have the answer. So a similar thing we will do in Power BI also. In fact, we will use the same keyword, sum. So if you have used formulas in Excel, you will find DAX is almost the same and as easy as you used in Excel, right? Let me give you one more example. If you see this data point, if you see this data set, there is date. If you want to have an additional column to know the month that is there in the date, what will you do? You will use month formula, right? So the same thing you will do in Power BI also. Are you getting it? So DAX is no different from the formula and functions that you have used in Excel, right? You can use a single data point like the sum of profits that I just showed, or you can create an additional column also. It depends purely on your need, right? Now let's create a column for month, right? What will be this? Month of this date, right? This is January, this is December, this is October, so on and so forth, right? You can do a similar thing for year, for the day, right? If you want to know which day of the week it is, whether it is a Sunday, Monday or Wednesday, you can write formulas, right? So the same thing we are going to be doing in Power BI. It's no different, right? It's as easy as writing a formula in Excel, right? Now let's come to Power BI. We will import the same data set that I just showed and we will create those two measures that I talked about. Month of the year, right, from the date field, and what is the total profits or total discounts, right? I'm going to create what are known as new measures, right? I'm using the term measure, that's all. That is the only difference in Power BI as compared to Excel, right? So let's first import the data into Power BI. Let's import it. Let me click sheet 1, right? All the data points have been uploaded. Now let's click load. We will have the data loaded completely now. Just takes a minute. Okay, the upload is complete. Now to create a new measure, right? What will you do, right? For example, we talked about the sum of total sales or sum of total discounts or sum of total profits. All I need to do is click, right click, or you can click this ellipsis also and you can choose new measure or you can choose new column, and there are a lot of quick measures also that are available. Let me show them to you after showing this measure. Let's click new measure. You see this name is there let's call it as sum of sales, right? Sum of sales equals, just like in Excel, sum, and when you type in S, all the possible formulas are displayed to you, right? So it's not necessary that you need to know each and everything, right? You can come and put, the first letter, it will give suggestions, right? We need sum, right? And once you type the parenthesis, it is prompting all the possible fields in the data that we just uploaded. So what do you need? Sheet 1 is the data that we have uploaded. Sales is one of the columns. So let's click this and close the parenthesis. You can either give enter or you can click the tick mark, right? I am more the enter guy, so I'll press enter. Now it is there, right? Can you see it? Sum of sales. You can change the name of this measure also, right? Very easy. Now you can use this in any of your computation. You are going to see this aspect of creating measures, using measures, as we go through the rest of the program. I'm not going to cover all the possibilities in a single session on DAX. That's not my idea. I want to introduce the concept of DAX, right? And then we will be using DAX formula throughout this course from now onwards, right? That is the approach I'm going to follow, because DAX is nothing but the formula that we have in Excel, right? It's no different and very easy to use, right? Now let's create a column, right? Let's click new column. Column is there. We have a new column. If you want to change the name, you can double click here itself, right? What is the name you want to give? Month of year. Okay. Month of year equals month of the date, right? Of the date column. Sheet 1 is your data set. That's it. Let's give enter or this tick mark. Okay. Now let's come to table and see if the month of the year has been added as an additional column or not. See here, month of year has been added as an additional column. Very simple, right? That's all DAX is. Okay. As I said, we will be using DAX in the rest of the program. Okay. We will be using it in gauge chart, which we are going to see very shortly. Right? We are going to be creating measures. If you want to compare your sales against a particular target, you need a new measure, right? If you have been given a stretch target, that is, let's say 3x of whatever sales you achieved last year, you need to create a new measure. All you need to do is sum of total sales of previous year multiplied by 3. That's a new measure called stretch sales for this year. That's all, right?